Please welcome to the stage, Chayson.
My name's Chayson Scott, and I'm very bad at dirty talk. I think I'm too progressive. So much dirty talk is like so misogynistic. I just don't have it in my college-educated heart to say that kind of stuff. Like, when you're with a girl and she's like, "This pussy belongs to you." I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's 2020. Women aren't property. That pussy is yours. Stop with that simp shit and treat me like a naughty slut. Whoa, 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 naughty? I think you've been incredibly well behaved. I mean, all things considered, I'm having a delightful time right now. Stop with the nice guy shit and treat me like a cum dumpster of a whore. Hey, whoa, have some self-respect, please. I mean, what would your father think if he heard you say this? I don't know. What do you think, Daddy? Okay, now that one can stay. I like that one. When I was a kid, I asked my dad what sex was like, and he didn't want to do the whole "I don't know, ask me when you're older" thing. So he tried to explain it to me, so 9-year-old me could understand. He was like, "Chayson, look, imagine you had the best steak of your life, cooked to perfection, totally juicy, and then you stuck your dick in it and fucked it." And I was like, "Wow, thanks, Dad, that really helps." What he really did was he compared sex to a really good meal, like it releases dopamine and dolphins or some bullshit. And now that I'm older and I've experienced it, I can say that analogy doesn't really work because I've never woken up in a room I don't recognize without my pants and looked at my reflection in the mirror with shame, telling myself I'm better than this after a really good steak. I hate those sports fans that refer to the team they root for as, my team, like, my Lakers really lucked out in free agency this year, or my Patriots really going all the way, New England clench out of Peter Griffin. It doesn't make sense, because it's only ever, like, the biggest fan bases that do that. Like, sorry, Juan, you're gonna have to share the Raiders with the rest, Cell Block C. Like, it would make sense if it was something like, my Charlotte Hornets looking to be real lukewarm again this year. Because the Hornets only have 2 fans, Michael Jordan and the guy I made up for this joke. I think my house is haunted. Last night when I was brushing my teeth, blood started oozing out from the bathroom walls. And it formed a message on the ground from hell. That shit was in cursive, so I don't know what it says. I used to get bullied a lot when I was a kid. There was this one kid in the 6th grade who bullied me quite often. His name was Erik, spelled with a K because his parents knew he was going to grow up to be a piece of shit. And this one day, in front of everybody in math class, Erik gets up and he's like, "Chayson rides the short bus," and everybody laughed. Completely ruined my day. I was sensitive. I was like 11 or 12. That shit kind of deep. But it wasn't until I was at home, laying in bed, playing Pokemon, that it hit me. He rides the same fucking bus as I do. Which would make him a retard also. I had the perfect comeback for the situation like 11 hours after the fact. And to this day, it is still my biggest regret in life. And I'm fucking 20K in debt to a theater degree. So, like, if I could go back in time and tell Erik he's retarded also, or stop 9/11, I'd stop 9/11, no shit. But then, I would wait in secrecy for 11 years. And then on that day, in that middle school classroom, I would bust down the door as a 28-year-old version of myself and say, "Erik, you're a bitch." And then I'd punch him in the face. And then I'd turn to my 11-year-old self and say, "Invest in Bitcoin." And he'd be like, "What the fuck's Bitcoin?" And I'd be like, "I don't know, nobody knows." And then I'd start to fade out from existence because the new me in the timeline would have no reason to go back in time in the first place, thus creating a paradox destroying the entire universe. But who got the last laugh, Erik? Me, bitch. Thank you.